Hey y'all, what's up? Struggling with parts of your speech? You've come to the right place. Oftentimes, the introduction and conclusion are the hardest parts. Let's focus on those. Here we go with the introduction. So, I think we can all agree that if you started a speech in the middle of your information, it would be pretty hard to follow. That's why an introduction is important, so you can get your audience warmed up and ready for your speech. You'll need to get your audience's attention to bring them in. You could get their attention with humor, a story, whether personal or otherwise, quotes, or a startling statement, like a statistic. Next, you'll want to encourage your audience to listen to your speech. We call this motivation. Following motivation, you will need to establish credibility, which is why the audience should listen to you. Credibility can be established through the research you've done, or perhaps you've had a personal experience related to the topic. Next, you'll want to preview your main points. This is like a roadmap for your audience, so they know what to listen for. Last, but certainly not least, is your thesis statement. This statement presents the major theme of your speech to the audience. The main points and supporting evidence should be related to the thesis statement. Now that we've talked about the important parts of an introduction, let's talk about the conclusion. First things first, you'll want to signal your conclusion. It can be pretty awkward if you're finished with your speech, but your audience doesn't know it. You can signal the conclusion by saying something like, "In conclusion," "In closing," or "Today we've talked about." This is up to you and your personal style. Next, restate your main points to remind the audience of what you talked about. Finally, remind your audience about your thesis statement and tie your conclusion back to the attention getter. You can also give any closing remarks. Writing a speech can be hard, especially when you can't seem to get the introduction and conclusion right. In this video, we talked about the components of each. For the introduction, you must get the audience's attention, motivate the audience to listen, establish credibility, preview your main points, and give your thesis statement. For the conclusion, you must signal the conclusion, restate your main points, and remind your audience of the thesis. I hope that this video has given you a better idea of how to write and prepare for your speech. For additional resources and support, explore more of our online material or make an appointment with us at the University Speaking Center. Thanks for tuning in, and good luck with your speech.